Hey everybody, Norm here with Let's Shareware, Wolfenstein 3D. Um, so I haven't uploaded in a few days, and that is because my computer completely crapped out. So I've been trying to fix that. I wasn't able to. Now I'm running on some older hardware and having to adjust the cycles in DOSBox. There we go. I'm having to use some older hardware that my son normally uses, and yeah, it's bad times. So, what am I doing? I'm playing some shareware games. I thought this would be a fun idea for a little video series, just exploring some of the shareware games that I grew up with as a kid, and maybe some stuff that I've never played before. And dog, don't be too sad about me killing the dogs. They're Nazis. Anyway, so yeah, that's the long and the short of this video series. I'm just going to be playing some of the shareware titles, and in the description there will be a link to where you can legally download the game, because you know, shareware is shareware. There we go. Pop. Yep. So this, of course, is Wolfenstein 3D. This is the first like proper computer game I ever played, let alone shareware or first-person shooter. A friend of the family named David. My dad owns an auto body repair shop. So like if you crash your car, you take it there to get it fixed, get the dents out and everything. Not, you know, if the engine's not working right, take it to somebody else. I don't know if that's coming across right. Anyway, my dad owns a body shop, and just down the road from him lived this man, David, and he also owned a body shop. So they were business competitors, but they also happened to go to church together. So they became friends and all that. To make the story a little shorter, when I got my first computer, which was a 286DX, freaking awesome. Yeah, 286DX in 1994, I think. So this was not, you know, this was a really old computer even for the time. But we didn't know any better. Anyway, David come over to the house to help me get the CD-ROM working, I think it was. And he gave me this disc of Wolfenstein 3D so I could play it. It was the shareware version, what I'm playing right now. This is the entrance to the secret level for the shareware version, and I'm not gonna go in there. I hate that level so hard. Hate it so hard. But this is a fun little secret. So anyway, that's sort of my history with the game. I started playing it all that long time ago, and of course I played the living crap out of it because it was the only, you know, the only game I had for that computer. So I am playing the shareware version. That I downloaded this shareware version from archive.org. I'm playing it in an emulator called DOSBox. It emulates a x86 PC running a DOS-like operating system. I imagine if you're watching this, you probably know what that is. Anyway. Bye! And the idea here is I want to play through the shareware version of games. So like for instance, Wolfenstein 3D was broken up into 6 episodes for the first game. the first release. In the shareware version, you get the first episode for free, but then to get the other 5 episodes, you have to pay some amount of money and register the software. And of course, as a child, I wasn't able to really do that. I was like 11 at the time in '94. So these 10 levels, the 8 normal levels, boss level, and secret level, I played these things over and over and over again. But I really, I remember the first couple levels real well. But after that, I don't anymore. And one big reason for that is that I haven't played this game in, well, it's been a couple years anyway. And usually when I play it, I don't play all the way through it. I just play, usually just the shareware episode, because that's the one I was so familiar with. But frankly, I find the gameplay in Wolfenstein 3D to be monotonous at best, tedious at worst. It's like the first level's fun, the second level is kind of fun, and then after that it just starts going downhill. I think if the boss level had been level 3 and the secret level was about half as big as it is, this would have been an awesome, tight little package of a game. But, back in the early 90s, I remember this secret. Yeah. Back in the early 90s, though, you want your games to be long because you didn't want to buy another one. You didn't have the money to. Hey, he's happy. And if you do want to give this game a try, DOSBox is honestly probably not the way to do it. Because the controls are if it's been a minute, if it's been a minute since you've played an old DOS game, you may not appreciate the control scheme terribly well. It doesn't work like a modern game at all, or even a game from the mid-90s. For example, to move this fast to run, I'm having to hold down the run button, which I just bind to space. It makes it a little easier on me. Here's walking. And then running is like double speed. And these levels get real big. Whether or not you're holding the run key also affects how fast your view turns with the mouse. So that's another thing you have to look out for. Hey, Goose Waffle. I think the guy in blue is supposed to be an SS officer. Or not SS officer, a Luftwaffe officer. That was the German Air Force during the Second World War. And he's saying Luftwaffe, so it'd be like he's saying Air Force. I'm leaving. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the Marine Corps. But I kind of think it sounds like it's saying Goose Waffles. Or something else. That annoying sound is me looking for secret doors. I forget where most of them are. See. This whole area with the wood paneling, I'm pretty sure is completely optional. It's not required to beat this level. It's just, more points, more treasures. This game, you know, when we talk about arcade style gameplay today, we're often talking about the, you know, fast, short bursts of action, that type of game. But to me, when you talk about arcade style games, you're talking about games where you're trying to motivate the player with points, and you're adding an element of suspension to the game. I'm having difficulty with my words. But you know, you're adding a bit of suspense and skill to the game by having a limited number of lives. So like a limited number of tries. You heard just there, I actually got an extra life. That's what that sound was. Anyway, to me this is arcade style because it's an action-based game that uses those common elements of score and a limited number of lives as core game mechanics. You would see both of those things go away in Doom, the next major release from id Software. Where is that key? In here? Yeah. So I kind of remember this third level, but not, you know, as well as I do the other two. And I don't even remember what the fourth level looks like, so we got that to look forward to. Alright. And I'm not going to do the entire Shareware game in one shot, you know, one video. It'll probably be broken up into 3 or 4 parts. So you can see there I didn't find all the secrets. I don't remember where they're at in that one. In fact, I don't think I ever knew. Yeah, so this will probably be the last level of the video, but it'll probably take at least 10 minutes. This is another... Yeah, okay, I kind of remember this level. I think I remember enough to remember that I don't remember what to do. I don't expect that to make sense. Ah! Don't shoot me. Enemy damage in this game is really unpredictable and spiky. The damage is kind of like based on how far away you are, and a point-blank shot can almost kill you in one hit. Not quite, but almost. Okay, I remember there's some secrets in here. Where are they? Maybe, no, this isn't the part yet. Alright. Getting some health. There we go. But yeah, the levels are designed, but I guess I didn't say this earlier. See, there's a key that you have to complete this thing just in a random cell in a prison. That doesn't make much sense. You know, why would the key be inside the cell? But yeah, these games, I say these games, this game, these episodes, rely very heavily on mazes for the level design, and I just find that tedious and boring. I did when I was a child, I still do today. And it's not just this game, it's, you know, Secret of Evermore was a Super Nintendo game that I want to like to this day, but I can't do it because it uses mazes as part of the game mechanics. You know, it's you'll have one large section of action role-playing similar to Secret of Mana, and then the next segment will be a big freaking maze, sometimes with combat, you know, interspersed inside the maze, like you know, sort of like Wolfenstein style. Ah! But don't do it, bro. Anyway, I just don't like the mazes. I think I got that across pretty well. I don't think anyone is confused on my position about mazes right now. But anyway, that's why I can't stand this game for long periods of time. That's why I can't, or is why I'm not going to be playing any more than just the Shareware episode, even though I do own the full game. I'm pretty sure this game is available on somewhere legally. I should probably research that before I do these videos, so I can tell you where to buy it. If there is a place to buy the full registered version of the game, I'll link that in the description as well. And of course, the description will also have a link for the Shareware download that I'm actually playing right here. So, if someone doesn't know what a Shareware game is, which again, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you've at least heard the term. But Shareware was actually a brand name, if you will, from Apogee. They started releasing game demos pretty much like this, like Wolfenstein, for free. And then the hook was that if you liked the game and you wanted the rest of it, then you could call Apogee and pay them, what was a fairly normal, retail fee for software back then. Usually anywhere between $15 and $50, depending on how much content there was you were buying. But yeah, it's a really nice model. I think it's a good way to sell games. It certainly worked with Wolfenstein. Now, when I say it worked, it certainly helped to popularize the game. They didn't actually sell just a whole slew of copies through Shareware, but at retail, the game did very well, and it wouldn't have had people not been very familiar with it through the Shareware releases. And I think you see a lot of video game companies these days trying to squeeze extra sales out of every game in every way imaginable. I think they should try sort of the Shareware model. Not, maybe not giving away the base game, but say sell the base game and the first little bit of content for $10 or $15. Be sort of like buy Grand Theft Auto 5 and you get, the missions, all the missions up through, some certain point. Honestly, I haven't played GTA 5 much. But you know what I'm saying, you get a GTA game and you can access like the first city or island, if they're still doing that. And when you come to the end of that, there's just a little knack screen that says, hey man, if you like the game, you want to continue the story, pony up another $10, $15. I think that would be a much better way to A, sell a lot more initial copies, and B, be able to sell extras and additions to your players in a fair way. Oh my god, stop that. And you do see some examples of this today, like I think the Telltale games, whatever. They release episodic content, and they don't charge an arm and a leg for every episode. And I buy those for my son every time they come out. The Minecraft story mode he used to be big into. He's into some other ones now as well. But when they come out, they're $15, $20, whatever. We ain't got a lot of money, but at the same time, that's a good price for a game. And he'll sit there and play that stupid thing, 10, 15 times just because of the way they're built. So I think it's a good model. Makes you feel good when you find a secret that you didn't know was there, All the points. All your points belong to me. And if you didn't notice, in the first level there was like a secret within a secret within a secret that was hiding the entrance to the secret area. Wolfenstein, they do like to double up their secrets. It's more of an artifact of the way the engine works more than anything else, but usually when you find a secret like that, it's worth your time to feel around and see if there's any more to it. Let's see. But I'm going to try not to do a whole lot of that because I know that's not very fun to watch. Okay, so we're at the end of the episode. 4 levels, no deaths. Doing good. Now I will be taking a save here. For one, to be able to cut the episode, but also, hang on, let's Shareware, and I put a slash in it. There we go. But yeah, if you, I'll just show you right quick. Because I got it saved. So if you die, in case you never played the game, you start at the same level. Your lives, of course you lose 1 life, but then all you have is a pistol and 8 ammo. Like, you even lose your guns. And if you don't know to look for stuff like this, like I didn't even know it was there. It was just out of habit to go checking. A lot of times the only time you will find better weapons is in secrets. In fact, I'm trying to think. I don't think they ever just outright give you a better weapon anywhere in this game other than the boss level. They try to make sure you have a chain gun there. Are all the weapons in secrets? I don't know. I have to look for that. Anyway, point being, it can be really annoying to try to recover from a death. So always be saving your game, you know what I mean? Always be saving. So, that is it. I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to look in the description for the link to the Shareware free download on archive.org. Yeah. That's it. Peace.